Yo, we're gonna do a little run through of the Christmas Escape duo map that I just made here. I normally record these live, but this one's just gonna be a recording. So level 1, not too difficult here, just one behind the painting and one behind the carpet there. Level 2, you're gonna come out and the red player is gonna need to grab this torch off the ceiling. And you have to bring that over to your boy, drop it through the window for him. And then you can pick that up, and then over there, bring that torch over to this little icicle gate, and you'll be able to melt those icicles, no problem. Moving on to level 3 here, you've got the rock, you gotta harvest it when you come in, and the green player's gotta harvest the tree. And you'll exchange these materials at the gate, and this will be able to build a bridge, so you can cross on over to level 4. Like I said, not too difficult at the start here, hopefully not too many players get stuck on that, but yeah, every level gets a little bit difficult, a little bit more tough. This level you're going to grab a bow and arrow off the wall, both players have one on their side, and you'll be able to shoot, you got to shoot the chain through the grate, and that will make the block fall, and the gate will come up. And then right here, this one's nice little cheesy, it's right behind, you just got to swim under the water, and you'll pop up over here in this little ice block room. Red player's got the exact same thing over there. If you're ever trying to figure out which is which, the red skin is the red side, the green skin is the green side if you're trying to look through it. And then just the green block over there, you got a pickaxe, that will unlock the green player's door, and the red block will unlock the red player's door. Now this one is a circuit. The red block interrupts the circuit, so you got to move it off, and the green one connects it and finishes it. Once you got that circuit made, both players have to stand on their X. So each player has to make their circuit, and then they both have to stand on these pressure plates, and that will cause your door to go up. And that's a good little intro, because there'll be more of those later on in some of the more advanced levels. Gets you accustomed to the strategy here. This one, a little fishing pole in the ceiling. Gotta drop that to your friend through the window, and he's gonna go do some nice fishing over there with Gingy. Gingy hiding behind the ice block. And he'll fish a nice delicious hop flopper. Any minute now. There we go. You bring that on over to the window, throw that through, and the red player can pick up that hop flopper and use it to jump across this. And there's this little circular thingy over here which will unlock both of the doors. Both players will come through. Now there's actually a clue in this level, but basically the red player needs to turn off all of the green torches, and the green player needs to turn off all of the red torches, and I'll unlock the doors. That gnome right there, he's the one who will give you the clue. He'll tell you. So the green player turns off all the red ones, and then the doors will open. Doors will pop open. You're on to the next level here. This level, there's going to be a pressure plate right there. Anytime you see an X on a plate, that's going to be a place you need to stand, and when you stand on that, the circuit's already complete. It will open that grate up there, that little thing. And the red player needs to come in, secret little fireplace. You're going to pick up a nice good old chunk of coal. And you come up onto the balcony, and your teammate stands on that pressure plate. It'll open that little opening, and you can hit the target, which passes the level. This next one here, the green player, is going to take a little journey down this way. Once you get to the end of the hallway, there's some blocks. You can smash through those with your pickaxe, and there'll be a hunting rifle in this secret little room. Bring that hunting rifle back over to the start, and you drop it through the window. Your teammate will pick that up, and then your teammate will go into this little closet here, and if you can shoot the lock on your door, and that will open both of your doors. Now this next level is a little bit difficult. It's going to take some finesse here with the ball. You got this ball, and you got to kind of push it through this hole. Each player's got a ball, and they've got to give it to their teammate. So you just got to kind of work with it. It's a little touchy, but just take your time and be patient. I'll get through there. And then there you go, boom, right through. And then the green player's got to do the same thing with his ball. Get the ball over, push it through. Now once you have your ball on either side, this is where the real puzzle starts. You got to start breaking this ice wall, and you got to be careful on how you break it. So you want to break it in the proper pattern, because you need to get this ball through this little hole up here. Just in a second. This little hole. So you gotta, there's one way to do it. If you break it kind of like this, do 3 tiles. And if you ever like break all the blocks and you need to reset that little square, that little block on the right, on the ground, that'll reset all the blocks for you. And And both of the balls reset too. If you there's a reset button right on them, so if your ball gets stuck or lost, you can reset it. Just push the ball through the little hole. And there's lots of different ways you can kind of get it through that hole, but just be creative. Use the blocks however you want. And then once both players get them through, that will unlock the doors to the next level. And this next level, you want to look at the ceiling. Each player has some lights on the ceiling, and the red lights will show the red player's path, and the green lights will show the green player's path. So you got to ask your teammate what your path is, because they'll be able to see it. And there's just invisible platforms that you can kind of walk on through that one. In this level over here, there'll be a bow and arrow. The green player can snatch that up, and then he'll bring this over. Just give it to the red player. And there is a secret little gnome right there that will tell you, it'll give you a hint, and it says something about fire can melt through the toughest objects, and these hints aren't necessarily required, but they just help in some of the harder levels. And then you line the shot up with that torch, hit the ice block, that'll get you through. In this level, there's 2 gnomes that give you 2 clues, and the clues basically tell you that you gotta synchronize your shots through these windows to open the gates. So first you gotta do the red window, then the green window, and then the blue window, both at the same time. So both throwing the red, both throwing the green, both throwing the blue, and then walk towards these gates. You got about a 5-second window to get through here. Each one of those gates will open as your grenade hits through the window, so you gotta be timed with that. And that level's probably one of the trickiest levels on here. So if you get stuck on that one, I completely understand. Now this one is a little circuit level again, but there's a lot more blocks. All the green blocks connect the circuit, and this level's on both sides. It's a big puzzle. And all the red blocks break the circuit, so you want to make sure you clear all of the red blocks off of it. And this green circuit starts over here on this pressure trigger, and when the player stands on it, it'll cause this platform to rise. And when you get up here, you'll be able to pickaxe the rope, which will break it down, and that big block right there was connected to the rope. It just fell on the ground. You can mantle up on that, get on that platform, and then you'll be able to jump off this platform, and your gravity will break through the ice. That'll unlock the next level. Once you come over here, there'll be a little puzzle where there's red, green, and blue blocks with numbers 1 through 4, and all the blocks your teammate will have over here. So it'll be 4 green blocks, 3 red blocks, and there'll be 2 blue blocks. So that will be the passcode for the puzzle: 3 red, 2 blue, 4 green, and that'll cause the blocks to slide out of the wall, and you can mantle up. Once you kind of get up here, there'll be a little switch for you, and you can flip that switch, and that'll cause this block to go up. Notice the door down there. You don't want to go through that door. That door is just kind of a trick. You gotta mantle up and get on top of this. And we got another one of those pressure plates. If you stand on there, it'll cause the platform to go up, and then your teammate can grab the hammer, and you gotta take that hammer over onto the center platform with the big old chain. You just gotta smash the chain and go flying down, and that will open up the passageway for both players here. Now this level, each player has 5 blocks. The red player has 5 green blocks, and the green player has 5 red blocks. The initial starting pattern for those blocks is going to be the passcode for the other players. So the red player has the passcode for the green player, and the green player has the red pattern for the vice versa. And there is a reset button in there if you forget what's what. There's a reset button, so you can reset them to the original state. Now this level, you're going to get a bow and arrow, and these waterfalls won't be here, but when you shoot it, the waterfall will pop out. So you shoot that, both players have to shoot their windows, and that will cause these platforms to start moving up and down, and it looks like they carry you up to a nice little room, but they actually don't. That room up there that they lead to is just full of junk. There's some colors up there, but they don't mean anything, and you got to sit in the water and let the platform push you down, and then swim under this green beam and go through the little gate. This one's definitely a tricky level, and this is the second to last level, so we got one more level after this. Final level here. Both players come out. There's this big old red passageway, which says don't let the snowman see you, so you can't let the snowman see you, and grab the bow and arrow over here. Shoot for the moon. Cause this big old ball to fall down. You gotta try to line this ball up with the green doorway. If you ever knock the ball like into the water, you can reset it with this thing, you get a new ball. So just try to line that ball up as nice as you can with that, and then if you stand on your pressure plate, and the teammate also has to stand on one, so you both stand on the green pressure plates, you'll open this door, and you'll be able to shoot the ball through it. When you stand off it, the door will close, and then the green player can roll this down this passageway, keep rolling it, get it down over here, and then once you've got it in position, the green player's got to head back over here, and there's going to be a nice secret little red pressure plate that will open that red gate. So you gotta stand on that platform. It'll open the red gate, and then you can shoot the ball through. And then once it's through, you can hop off that pressure plate, rolls through. And you're gonna use that ball to go down this passageway, because normally you'll get teleported back in this, but as long as the ball's in the passageway, the snowman at the end of the passage can't see you, so you won't get teleported back. And then you get through there, and just the final little hallway here. Get through it is the red player's hallway. Nice little journey, pretty decorated hallway, some flowers